Once you're on here, let me know if you have picture, do you have sound? More importantly, do you have both picture and sound? We will walk around in the beginning and see what we are making this week on the machines, as well as what was finished up today. Looks like we're doing OD hydro carriers. OD black butt packs are in motion. I gotta sneeze. Oh, I'm allergic to one of you. Injectable pouches. We're about to do some active shooter bags. I have OD tool bags here. A bunch of different colors of fupas. I'm working on 2 Highlander Rallyman LBVs over here. Roll up dump pouches. Nope. What are these? Plastic bag sleeves. These hold your empty plastic bags. They also work good for rags and stuff like that. Velcro adjustable holsters. We did a batch of Coyote 12 gauge pull-out tray pouches. We have Coyote vehicle visor covers. Typhon toxic large tool bags. XL black fupas just finished up today. There's those smart wool socks we talk about all the time. Looks like large Typhon Tiff blue thread clothes bags, large Coyote clothes bags. I know a bunch of other stuff got brought up here. I don't know where it's been, where it went to. Mr. Greg, what's up? Vance, how are you? Lannon, what's up? Benjamin Brewer, Terry, what's going on? Hamster, Mr. Greg, Landfill, what's up? John and Amanda loved the making of the skating rink video. Right on, man. Right on. Weeds. Lots of weeds. Badass bag on the thumbnail. Jake, yeah, that's a large tool bag. Large tool bags and Typhon Toxic. Keith, what's up? I'm in Vegas for daughter's dance competition. Right on. Rural, how are you? Homestead Medical, what's going on? Colin H. Jeremy Kirby, what's up? We did Pulling the Thread podcast today. We did Patreon Q&A, John and Scully. And then we did a live for a little while today, multi-platform. Kiri, what's up? Now that you are a free human being. Just finished the preview live stream. Next week's auction for Caleb House. Right on. Y'all get mosquitoes? Yes, we have mosquitoes. Yes, we do. Isaac Barrett, what's up? Got the belt. Cool. Yeah, the Cobra buckle's worth 20 bucks. Thoughts on electric chainsaws? I got a new Cobalt 40 volt wanted for off-roading. So I have a Cobalt 80 volt chainsaw and hedge trimmer and lawnmower and string trimmer and a couple other things. The batteries are starting to die, and now they no longer make 80 volt. You replacement batteries, they're off-brand. I have a electric chainsaw also, right here in Milwaukee, and it's good. It's cool for carrying in the car, right? Because you're not going to smell fuel when it's in the back of your wife's Escalade or whatever. And I also have, real saws. you know, do what you need to do with somewhat with those. But I've got, you know, big saws, and then I have prosumer saws. Um, there's a few others around here. I think I've got a dozen or so. She's not free. She's mine now. Right on. Right on. If you had asked me what electric chainsaw to get, I would have told you to get something other than the Cobalt. But if you have a bunch of batteries and you're invested in that tool package, then, you know, more power to you. And I think you're using it for emergencies and, you know, light homeowner stuff probably. What's drying? That's wild lettuce or prickly lettuce. It's called nature's morphine. Vintage Cobra buckles are worth way more than $20 last time I checked. Well, Brian Fraser, I bought all of them. I literally bought every single one that that Astri Alpin had. I bought all the remaining stock of the anodized. I have them all here. I have, I don't know, over 1,000 of them probably. Devil's lettuce. Nope, wild lettuce. Several battery pole saw trimmer. Run on. Yeah, then run with it, buddy. You've got plenty of extra batteries for that. Good to go. What in the fuck? $137 of you on here. Type it out. We can talk about most anything you want. Light politics, current events, business, tactical gear sewing, prepping. It's been great so far. Busy in the orchard and released 1,500 ladybugs into the greenhouse. Nice. Just out having a fire. Mosquitoes bit my... Man, those thermocell things work. They have a propane too. Coleman makes a propane one that'll handle like 5 acres. I think they do one that does 10 acres too. Black roll-up dump pouches. Post office is closed. When were the buckles? I was a year late on the $100 short. So how would one replace crappy Cobra buckles? I don't. What do you mean crappy Cobra buckles? What are you talking about? Those are all Cobra buckles, as are all of these under here. As are all of these bins over across, all across there. Not branded imitation. Oh, if you have a belt that's got a fake Cobra buckle on it, you have a shit belt anyways. Just use it to hold your pants on. Don't rely on it. You can't replace it. It's sewn into the belt. So how unhappy was that guy that got his shit? Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen him on a video in forever, and he showed up here last night. And I told him, I don't know when we're doing them. And then he showed up today. So the answer was, let's just kill that. That wasn't just random. That's a, hey, where's my stuff? Hey, where's my stuff? Hey, where's my stuff? Hey, where's my stuff? I get it. Excited, I get it. 8 max stack came today, nice. Got any more of them OD? There never was OD Cobra buckles. They had like a foliage. No, I don't. I have all of the remaining stock of the anodized buckles from when they did them in all the colors. Jonathan Cam, what's up? Do you remember what video you talked about a guy saving a coworker cleaning windows on a trolley? No, I don't have a clue, man. I read that shit out. Dude, we put out, I'll bet we're pushing close to 100 hours of content across platforms. I don't have a fucking clue. How shipping to Canada? We ship to Canada, no problem. Your customs will, drag feet for a few days sometimes, but we ship to Canada every single day. We have a lot of Canadian customers. July 4th is the Independence Day of the United States of America. Yes, it is. Weisco. Happy Independence Day. Fuck Joe Biden. Have you seen my shirt? This is the shirt this week. I really don't know what he just said. I don't think he knows either. Try getting foliage minimum is 20. Yeah, they'll do them for you. You have to run the whole batch. Would you ship? Yeah, we ship to Australia every single day. And I don't just say that. We literally ship packages every day to Australia. How many guys on here right now? 146. This is low. Give it 10 minutes. You'll see it bump up to 400. It'll ebb and flow. Guys are on here every single night from Australia. Anybody here from Australia who we have shipped an order to? Do I think the Dims will throw Kamal? I don't have a fucking clue, man. I also don't give two shits. The real answer, I don't fucking know. You and I, this is bread and circuses, guys. Chase Peoples, what's up? God save.
Chase, let your dad use a covert bag. He's feeling the pains.
Let your dad check. Did we ship Chuck's bag to Chase? Is that what happened?
Yes.
So is Chase not giving it up?
No, of course he's not. He's got 8 of them. And poor Chuck don't have one at all.
What color is it supposed to be?
Multicam black.
We're about to.
He just he snagged the one OD one that was on the shelf.
Chase did.
Yeah.
I have a couple bags sitting around from photo shoots and stuff.
Because Chuck had said, I was like, go tax that motherfucker and grab one.
I even asked him, I'm like, hey, I have this with the pocket. I actually like it with the pocket.
I'm like, you can't carry all of them at the same fucking time.
I just want my 2 bags. What bags are on order?
The multicam black.
Both of them?
Yes. 2 of them in one order.
2?
One order.
Years ago, on an old-time rigger belt, I think it was a Lance Pablo breakfast. Dude, I don't have a fucking clue, Brian Frazier. I make the shit. I don't fucking organize it.
Man, Pablo was, 8 years ago?
No, I saw a video the other day. Pablo never was here when we moved into the building. I saw a video when Colin was holding the camera when we first came and looked at the property, and that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So that really made me think, man, Colin, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've called Lewis Colin?
Yeah, because
I've called him Pablo, I've called him Colin,
because he's fucking Mexican.
Well, yeah. He's not, but yeah.
I got one as of right now. Shipping says OD be here Saturday. God save you. Yeah, guys, go move the fuck out of the cities. Riot season's coming. They're really going to try another lockdown. You're going to see them trying to use some powers of authority over climate lockdown or some bullshit. They're really stretching, trying to push this bird flu shit. Prepare yourself. You know how this looked in 2019. You motherfuckers have had 5 years to do something. Didn't you do something? Aren't you ready for this next one? It's coming. AJ Harrison, what's up? Well, someone is going to need a new carrier. Any recommendations? What, like a baby carrier? Want a wiener dog carrier? What do you need? Completely flipped my life upside down since 2020. Home-based business. still have 2 of these available, I think.
If so, they're on the website to order. Imagine that.
Chase is an SOE kid. We moved to the country, grow our own food, started business, and listened to smart people. Yeah, 5 years, you motherfuckers that started businesses. It's time, it's time to go beyond home based. Next step. Time to stop. It's time to stop being uncomfortable. Time to get uncomfortable. Bought 2 covert bags by myself. Homestead Medical. How much for the 2 mannequins? Oh, I need more mannequins. Do you know mannequins are actually pretty difficult to get decent mannequins? I bought mannequins. Do you guys ever see a mail order catalog called International Mail? It was like GQ clothing and shit. And they had stores in the mall, and they were going out of business, and I bought some mannequins. The bases were 55 pounds. They were body mannequins like this, but they were super fucking thick fiberglass. This bullshit right here flexes. You can't really put weight on it. I'm gonna put a weight there to kind of stabilize it better. But it mounts into the plastic plate in this leg, and they're shit. Like, it's very difficult to find. I have this right here is thick fiberglass. This one here is decent. I can't fucking find any more of them. Did you see the videos I sent you with the guy eating raw chicken for 100 days? I didn't watch it. I turned it on, watched it for a second. I am definitely not eating fucking raw chicken. He seemed very stoked on it. I knew you needed. Yeah, I need mannequins. Store fixtures. Yeah, most cities. Shut down 6,000 square feet for 500. Wasn't Chuck a model for international mail? Russian President Vladimir Putin has vowed to dismantle the adrenochrome supply chain as news breaks that Russian forces have liberated 50 imprisoned, emaciated children from adrenochrome farm in Shatka, Ukraine. According to reports, the children's captors had drained their brittle young bodies of blood and adrenal fluid so frequently that their survival depended on being fed intravenously and kept in state of medically induced coma. Maybe. I sure hope there's some fucking video of these kids if that's what they're claiming. Trump 24. Yeah, you better hope so. And even if that happens, you'll have a 4-year reprieve where things are a little better for you. You'll have 4 years to get your shit together before fucking things are worse than you've ever seen them. Scully, and I said that today, and Scully said, no, we'll be at war by then. Buddy was talking about how raw meat isn't dangerous. I asked him if the 3 weeks in packaging might cause bacteria growth. He hasn't brought it up again. Are those LBV chest rigs current builds or just personalized? I just built them. I built 2 multicam ones over the weekend. Those shipped today. I think this one is sold. Dude said he wanted it. We sent him the payment info. I don't know if it's been paid yet. This one I have to send to a guy. I've just been holding it, so I had it for photos. If you want one, send an email. They start at $1,000. If that's you, send an email and we'll get it. Somebody last night on the live said they wanted a ghost one. I could have sworn that I saw the email last night, set it to print. It never printed, and I couldn't find the email. So if you were on here saying you wanted a Rallyman LBV in Ghost, let me know. I actually pulled out what little Ghost we have to cut it, and I never could find the paperwork. So I don't know if I'm just imagining that. I could have sworn there was a dude. We talked about it on video last night, and I said black webbing Velcro or gray. I thought he said gray. Love your brother, don't know you, but I always feel I can have the realest conversation. Well, Diamond Payne, why don't you come out and meet us July 13th? We're having a party. There'll be, a bunch of people here, and come out and meet everyone. Yeah, he did say great. I don't know who he is, Homestead. I literally don't know what to look up. I looked up Rallyman, I looked up LBV, I looked up Raid, and I'm not finding the email. I don't know what, it's fucking bizarre. What do you think about Russia having subs near Cuba? Here's what you might not know. Russia always has subs near Cuba. What do you think about Russia having a nuclear submarine just a couple months ago off New York? What do you think about Russia having nuclear submarines off the West Coast all the fucking time? Are you guys aware that Russia has a nuclear submarine that is the size of one of our aircraft carriers? Do you guys know that? A ghost ordering Ghost and ghosted. I feel the gray was super popular for, and now a few people stock it. I feel like gray was a super popular for a year. Huh. You should mold your body and make a bunch of mannequins. I'm not as big as you think I am. I need a mannequin a little bigger than me. Yeah, I can see it on Google Earth when it updates dark marks in the ocean. That's a sub. Hey, John, I'm in Colorado. I'm sorry, buddy. And you've ruined me via your full builds. You taught me to sew. Now I sew every night, and I'm constantly looking for fabric, buckles, and Velcro. Right on, man. Right on. Just waiting on Trump boy to do what, Joe? What do you wait? Yeah. Also has had a presence in all over. Like we're putting fucking new rockets and missile systems all around in range of Russia. They fucking a U.S. missile system fucking killed 168 fucking people on a beach in Russia last week. And we're surprised that Russia's fucking putting shit in Cuba. You know who's really in Cuba? Fucking China in Cuba. You might want to look that shit up. Can't find the video everyone is talking about with the secret drone manta ray. Country has been in a state of war my whole life. Where are you at, Kevin? Hey. Your cat over there. Looks like we're building, what are these, large? I bet these are large coyote clothes bags. Yeah, I'm sure we blew past those already. China is also Central American cat. Yeah, look up Dorian Gap. That is that's what you should be looking at. Check out Sean Ryan's video with the dude from the Dorian Gap. Very, very interesting. Chinese troops rode over as the cargo on the Russian ship and subs currently in Cuba. That's all right. I mean, we let 22 million of them across our border that are in the United States. Justin S., what's up? Who controls the ports in the Bahamas? China. There's your answer. A question and answer. Sean Ryan video is very yeah. Sean's had some fucking killer guests on. whether you agree with them, some of them or not. Like fucking still great content, man. Chinese won't stand a chance against me in my super duper custom SOE kit when I can afford it. China has the largest embassy of any country in Central America. It's huge, razor wire all over the place. The black sniper shit was real. From what I've heard, these are fully outfitted Chinese troops, not undercover terror cells. I'll bet the UN got them to Mexico. When the sleepers awaken, it's going to get messy. For a little bit, maybe. The question will be air support, air superiority, air support. Not familiar with Florida, man. Yeah, wait till they see alligators. SOE gummies, I guarantee are better. Haven't had his only SOE. The guy that claims a 50 BMG will blow your limb off if missed. Yeah. Didn't Sean had that guy on before. Like, I saw the beginning, the intro to that interview. I watched like the first 45 minutes a week or so ago. I swear he had that dude on already. Military infiltration looks different when Nat Guard puts birds in the air. Yep. It doesn't even have to be National Guard. Like, you have enough fucking civilians with aircraft. Really don't know what he just said. I don't think he does either. We just deployed a whole company of CBRN troops to Syria. We did that. That happened earlier too, when they sent CBRN troops from Alaska to the Texas border, and there was a big stink about that. Mad Max and the gyrocopter. That Sean Ryan was Michael Yon, and no, he's doing lead video clips, then releasing. Got it. Angry American would clean up foreign troops real fast. Angry Americans, not Angry American. I got it. Not Chris, the author of Angry American, the author of Going Home. Angry Americans, as in plural. Cardio and weights again this evening. Nice, empty. Nice. I did shoulders this morning and a little bit of cardio, about 20 minutes. Did you ever get the cease and desist from Oak? No, I have not. I have not. I've never gotten one. We haven't done anything with any of her shit in a long, long time either. Harpo or... We should do Oprah Winfrey with a flashlight standing in a tunnel trying to bait little children in Hawaii. Oprah's blue roof. Foop XL is about to be a dangler. Cool. I'm in Colorado and you ruined... We read that. I read that one. Late getting here. Jeremy, what's up? I've got your... I've got that email printed out. We'll get that thing done up. I did light shoulders after lunch. Curls machine they have is bicep curl. Yeah, Matrix is decent. Matrix is okay shit. Derek Roan, what up? I can just imagine Chinese troops moving through cornfields before Cletus crop dusts them with glyphosate. Sell me something. Grab anything and sell it to me. Well, Christian, I can't just sell you anything. You have to go to the website to pay for it, to collect funds. So that's where you're going to have to order it from. Yeah, I have Matrix. I have a Matrix stair mill and I have a Matrix treadmill. When will Scully's skirts be available? That's a Jesus costume. Sell me this pin. I have a $7,000 pin I'll sell you. Been there is here. He has been there, done that. Toy Town, what up? Scully, should Alibaba some Jesus costumes? I have a bunch of drug rugs. I was going to embellish them with multicam black and put some mag pouches and shit on them. Our barns have blue roofs. Always thought it was ugly as fuck till the two blue roof shit. Yeah, yeah. I like the black. I'm really digging white building, black trim. My new building has Arctic white roof. Pouring water around T-posts today to try to get them into the ground. I guess that was a shoulder workout. Man, you need an auger on a skid steer. Or a driver, T-post driver on a skid steer. Peck, it's just it's an addition to this building. Took your advice from the question and answer. The sluice box I got on some Facebook groups, and I got an offer to work on a gold claim 408. Badass, dude. Did you find a sluice box? Was that information viable? Home Depot is running a sale on Milwaukee X18 kits, 500 off an 1100 8-piece. So be aware that typically when they do that, that is not current merchandise. They will come out with the new Whiz Bang 4000, but if you look, their end cap marketing order numbers, that's how they blow out a lot. You'll still get a killer deal, but they're bad tools. It is not the new thing, though. Some of those, what do they call them? Red Max or whatever, the Milwaukee. Some of those fucking batteries are like $600. I found a sluice box for an awesome price, custom made. Nice. Embroidery machine plus July 4th should make a cool bag. 3% Betsy Ross. Dude, we are really trying not to fucking do embroidery. Amanda, I'm like, what do you want to do 4th of July promo? She's like, I don't know. Maybe, look, it doesn't, well, you'll see tomorrow what we're doing. I'm not even sure yet. But the embroidery is what really holds us. Yes, I would love to do a Betsy Ross flag. When we do promos with embroidery, all of the embroidery lately, like the Jurassic Park embroidery, the Trump embroidery, it's 30 minutes a fucking sew out. It takes 30 minutes to do each one. Just like Guy giveaway ad keeps popping up on YouTube ads for Gen X males to get free Milwaukee crap. Chest press, shoulder, pull down, pec, tricep machines all were matrix, debating on starting legs, had big legs, and if you've done all your upper body, man, I would just leave the blood there and do your, well, I mean, you're a fucking grown-ass man. You do whatever you want to do. It sounds like, I don't know how in shape you are. A lot of times, though, guys will get on test. They'll be feeling good. They'll have some placebo effects also. when they start new supplements, and you'll go in and work out, and you might end up with a fucking injury, or you will be so fucking sore you're going to work out like shit for the next couple weeks. I don't know how far into working out you are. Chances are that you are in much better shape than I am. Chicken farmer, what's up? Comes with 3 batteries and it's work expanse. So cool. Awesome. You should buy 3 of them. One for your truck, one for your house, one for out on the farm. You have a waiting for Scully to just yell it as fucking Jesus. Just like the giveaway ad, Tim Riley, what's up, man? Chinese have spies. They have kids in the USA. They fly back to China. Then the kids come back and run for mayor or political office. I could fucking totally see that. You know, they have fucking police stations all over the United States. China police stations all over the United States. They harass fucking Chinese citizens that are here all the fucking time. Work in EMS, we don't put pins with steel them. No, not even close. Working on dropping the weight. Just really trying to make life empty. You don't have to go fucking do cardio for 90 minutes when you're starting out. You could even do cardio, like just fucking get your blood pumping. That will elevate your metabolism somewhat. You could do 3 blocks of 15 or 3 blocks of 10 if it's, you know, more intense. Also look into HIIT training. When I'm doing sets, between sets, I'll jump on this bike for 1 minute. So if I'm, you know, incline press or super incline press or lats or decline press, whatever I'm doing, I'll jump on here for 1 minute. This thing is an ass kicker. But my treadmill, I got this, I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago. That's a matrix. And this step mill right here is a matrix. And then I've got I got a Cybex tread upstairs, and I've got, I think, Cybex arc trainer, and then an AMT trainer. 50,000 Chinese spies in America, every walk of life. I'm sure that, I don't doubt it at all. I enjoy Chinese spices. MSG. I run till my BPM hits 170, then walk till 120, then run, repeat. Yeah, when I was running, like I would always play games with myself. I'm gonna sprint to this light pole, and then I'm gonna jog to the next light pole, and then I'm gonna walk to the next light pole or street sign or whatever. How do you juice up your testosterone? Just carry around that iPad. John, how do you juice up your testosterone? I take testosterone. Are you fucking with me? I take testosterone, cypionate, propionate. It's a blend. Feels good. Awesome, man. You like the ARC trainer. Most world-class athletes are using them. I actually don't like the ARC trainer, but it's very low impact. So if you have an injury or something like that, the ARC trainers are great. I have the ARC trainer with the arms, and I had the ARC trainer without the arms also. I like the AMT trainer much better. It's a cross between a elliptical and a stepper, and you can use it as either or also. Abraham, go ahead and fuck off somewhere else. Go ahead and slam your fucking pinky toe in the door jamb. My PT is coming for my ankle. Oh, physical therapist. If you worked half as hard as this man, you might get somewhere. Nah, I don't work hard. I just work a lot. train is weird ass. Yeah, it is weird, man. It is. It is very weird. You do get used to it, though. For some, a lot of, yeah. Some people make things very hard for themselves, too. Running 10 miles is hard. Well, you fucking have never ran 1 mile. We should probably start there. Anybody get shipping information today? It looked like a lot of boxes went out of here today. I saw a lot of bags of boxes go out. Was that any of you guys? Woke up at 4:30 a few days ago and thought to myself, John is getting out of bed right now. Nah, I'm already out of bed. Amanda rolled over and said it's 4 o'clock. And I go, I got 30 more minutes. And then I looked at the clock again. It was 4:10. I'm like, fuck, I better get up. So I got up at 4:10 this morning. Shot my video before 4:30. Tim, you got shipping, Tim? Got your covert bag today, Josh? Right on. What do you think of it? Was it what you thought it was going to be? Here's one of the first. I sewed this covert bag right here. This is one of the samples. I remember putting red cord on these. There was some question as to how I was going to do the back panels. I like it. It's my second bag. Is it your second covert pack? Slaughtering chickens at 6:30 this morning. That's all. Chicken farmer plus. What do you do? I mean, obviously you slaughter. Are you actually a chicken farmer? Like small scale or like big scale chicken farmer? Second covert bag, right on. Does Floss Boss wear one of those? Does she wear one? Cornish cross. Oh, got it. How many are you running? Got a brown orange one. Nice. I thought we did pretty well on those. Who the fuck is sewing these? The sewing's good, but they're pulling them in multiple directions. They need to sew them all in the same direction. Take a closer look. How many lines of stitching do we have here? Yeah, we got multiples. You can see where they're sewing over it by 2-3 stitches. Pulls it up a little. At 6, I was stalking a coyote that decided to probe out the property to try and eat those chickens. Home, finished the second workout, right on. Threw my quad pistol mag pouches on my stacked micro. It was a great little rig. Nice. Small scale, 100 to 200 a year. Nice. Nice. What are you slaughtering at 8 weeks, 10 weeks? Are you running them on grass? Like, are you moving them every day or 2 times a day? Or what design you like to use? I don't care. I'm just curious. There's a good rig. Yeah, that's what Scully ran at that last class, that Tavor class. What's the procedure when you find stuff that's not up to par? How much? None of it gets through. It does not get through. It goes, we keep it, use it ourselves. Sometimes we give it away in giveaways and stuff. We did a April Fool's, I think it was April Fool's, and there was a $25 item. You could order as many as you wanted, and we gave you gear like blemishes. Most of it just had like a little oil drop. Most of it, when I went to pull it, I couldn't tell what was wrong, why we flagged most of it. But we gave everybody way more value than what they paid for it. Also work on motorcycles, certified EMT, and sling parts in the afternoon at the local Napa in the afternoon because Kansas is hot. Yeah, I'll bet it is. I'll bet you're glad to be in the AC. Scully took the IWI to war class. Yeah, there was an Israeli dude taught that. Want to clone Scully's 8 mag stacked. I only carry 18. You could do that. Start with the 8 mag stacked. Are you the guy that just got the multicam 8 mag stacked? You have 4 more columns on each side. You could put rallymans. That would space you to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That would give you 20 mags on that rig. 12 weeks, feeding grade, right on. And you could take those rallymans and put pistols, get them with pistols, get 2 of them with pistols. And then you could put pistols there. I mean, they're going to be way outboard. You could put pistols in them, but you could also put utility, like, you know, multi-tool, surefire light, monocular, stuff like that. I got one that would make one hefty. I got that one. That would, yeah, it'd make a hefty. It'd be a heavy rig, man. What is that? A pound a piece, just in bullets. Justin S. Did you get the? We shipped an OD AKM4 today. Was that you? I guess I just mentioned work. It helps to keep me accountable. I don't do it every day. I make sure to do it 4 days a week. Right on. Right on. Four rallymans work great on the 8 mag stack. Nice. Justin, thanks for the order. I try not. Yeah, I had a couple corners crossed years. When it died, we weighed it out. One of the roosters was 25 pounds. And I would go out there occasionally, and I'm like, oh man, that rooster died. I had 2 of them in different pens. Oh, that rooster died because he's upside down on his back like a turtle. So I'd go to pick him up by the leg, and he wasn't dead. He just got turned over somehow and couldn't flip himself back over. Favorite or preferred sewing machine in the shop? Not really. I'll take a machine that somebody's really complaining about, and, you know, we'll give them my machine or whatever, and I'll take theirs. And I'll just sew on it for a couple of years until something catastrophic happens that I can't fix within a few minutes. And then I'll just roll another one in. I always have backup reserve machines. This machine sitting here, that's what it was. Somebody was pissing and moaning about it. And I'm just kind of like, shut the fuck up. I'll take that machine, crybaby. And I'll roll it right in. And whatever problem they have, 99% of the time, 95% of the time, whatever problem they're complaining about doesn't exist as soon as it sits here. This machine is one of those somebody was complaining about, and I'll bet it's been here for 2, maybe 3. No, this machine's been sitting here since fucking COVID. So, however, almost 5 years I've sewn on this machine right here. I own every machine in this building. I own a ton of machines that aren't even in this building. And I don't care which one I sew on. Yeah, 25 pounds is, our Cornish crosses when we butcher them are so big that we had to get XL turkey cones. Large and extra large chicken cones aren't big enough for our birds. You don't want to do that though. Your feed to weight gain ratio is way off after 10 weeks, at like even at 8. But at 10 weeks, you go beyond that, you are fucking spending a fortune for almost no return or very slow return. Past 10 weeks, you get diminished. There we go. Yep, that's exactly what I was just saying. Listen to your member video, talking YouTube, subscribing people, happened to me. I didn't even, yeah, it happens all the time, man. I think people hear me say that and they're like, yeah, whatever. Dude, it happens. I have fucking members that pay every month that don't get notifications. 9 years ago, running 8 parents, grew the brood to 50 rabbits. We harvested the kits at 100 days, nesting a 2-pound dressed fryer. Tomorrow, rebuilding the barn and restarting. Good for you. Nice. Nice. Yeah, were you doing grow outs on grass? Do you have grass? Like when I move, I have rabbits on grass in cages, and when I move them, I use an electric seeder called a whizzer, and I use a deer plot forage, seed blend, and I mix in rye, red clover, white clover, and I think I have fescue in there. So I just have a handful of seed each, and I kind of mix it up in the hopper, and then I overspray when I move. And like until it gets to over 100 degrees, I'll have clover all year in the shade. Large turkey cones, yep, you have to. Orange caution cones, where yep, even with orange, and you got to cut a huge portion out of the bottom of them, even with those. Largest was 9 pounds. Man, I saw a Tractor Supply chicken plucker the other day, and that motherfucker is $600 now. $600 for a fucking a chicken plucker from Tractor Supply. Came across random gear ad, and the dude was making a molly belt. He stacked everything in a plexiglass tray. Automated machine ran the whole. Yeah, I've seen that. I see them do it over in China like that. You guys have bulletproof vests? No, we don't do any armor. Check out Premier Body Armor, and if you use code SOE, that's my company, code SOE, will get you 10% off your order. Look at all the junk. Look at the simple bitch that could be anywhere on the internet, but he's here. You know who has no fucking girl in their life? That motherfucker. I don't get notifications for the lives. Yeah, it's bizarre how that happens. Yeah, you're looking at money. Piney has no money. He has no money. They never do. If you go look, he probably has no content on his videos either. Pasture on fescue and clover. Nice. Nice. And the bugs are coming on right now, so that even fucking amplifies. No woman club. You want a woman? We're going to do guys ask all the time, how do I get my woman on board? You want to do a homestead prepper, freedom-minded dating group? I bought a website for that. We haven't populated it with anything yet. Body armor inserts, SOE Chester. Thank you, man. How often do you work with Refuge Medical? I know TJ. I have several podcasts with him. I do live videos with him. I've been on his channel. He's been on our channels. But we don't work with Refuge. I can't build enough stuff. TJ asked me many times to build product for them and do a collaboration. I sell everything at full retail that we make. Fast and Furious more than you can afford. Hillbilly and Ridge Runner Tinder. China warehouse. Simpleton right there. Very feeble-minded. We used to put people like that in asylums. Now we allow you to walk amongst us. We allow the lower IQ to be able to be involved in a conversation with the normal folk. I have another batch moving to the tractor in a couple of weeks. The brooder coop, nice. Define normal, no shit. No shit. They come on and talk shit. This sewing machine costs more than their car does. Their car, which does not exist. It costs more than their parents' vehicle cost. Lead with the crying emoji. Who did that? Was that the dude that said no woman club? People used to ask me questions about, because I've been with my wife a long time, and she's pretty cool. So people always ask, like, how did you meet Amanda? How do I get a woman like Amanda? How do I get a woman that'll homestead? How do I get a wife that likes shooting and mountain biking? And they're always like, how do I get my wife on board? And my answer is usually like, you married the wrong bitch. So the podcast that Amanda and I do started off, the name of the podcast was You Married the Wrong Bitch. That was the name of our podcast. But I was always like, I don't know. I have no business giving you guys advice. But then we actually made an effort to give real actionable advice. All of my layers free range during the day. For the bugs, about 60 right now, 5 roosters running them around. Right, that's awesome, man. What kind of coop design are you using that you coop them up into? Tennessee is bringing back the insane asylum. What? Is it really? 78 Firebird Formula 400 4-speed. Right on. Radio Made Easy. What's up, man? How are you? You should make a shirt. Bring back the asylum. We do some urban exploration stuff. We've been in several asylums and psychiatric hospitals. I have a couple videos on this channel of it, as a matter of fact. They can't build them big. Have you guys ever heard of orphan trains? Orphan trains? You should look into this. Orphan trains. Do you know that we used to mail baby children through the United States mail system? Do you know this? If you've never heard this, I know it sounds absolutely crazy. This country gives them a microphone. Yeah, we amplify the most insane amongst us and make normal people believe that the crazy are normal. All jokes. Single by choice at the moment, 20 years old, focusing on stock. That's exactly what you should be doing, man. That is exactly what you should be doing. The woman you get right now is not the woman that you will want in the future. Build something fucking great and build yourself into the man that the woman you want would want. Where are we at? We're in Tennessee. Got covert pack today, so awesome. I'm glad. Was it what you thought it was? Have you been to the old asylum in Bolivar? Yes, I have, Jeremy. There's 2 miles of tunnels connecting 6 buildings. I have about a 45-minute video of the inside of the abandoned buildings, yes. We used to have 4 asylums in Tennessee. One was in Nashville. That burnt down in 2016, I think, is when we lost that one, the remains of it. There was one in Chattanooga. And what's the other place I can never remember further east? Big industrial. No, Knoxville. There was one in Knoxville, and those are both gone. There's like nothing there but the slab of one of the buildings. The tunnels are there, but they're buried. You can't really access them. All the arguments against insane asylums don't hold up to the modern surveillance. You're right. You were right. I'm working out in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You ever been out this way? Yeah. Yeah. Duh. There's actually something cool there that you might not be aware of. It's a dinosaur museum. They don't have a lot of dinosaurs, but they have a full T-Rex skeleton in there. It's worth going to see for a few minutes. We used to eat at Samurai's out there all the time. My friend Sean used to run on Target. I think it's called something else now out there. We go out there. There's a couple antique stores. We go out there too every now and then. Old trains. It was cheaper to pay postage than to buy a ticket to seat a child. Yeah, look up Orphan trains if you guys haven't heard that. There's full historic organizations for to keep the knowledge of the orphan trains. See those two firefighters found dead on a country road in Tennessee today. Didn't say what happened or how they ended up there from Jordan. No, it's not on my radar at all. I think you are over 55 and should not work in the government. I think if you are over 55, you should not work in the government. I don't know about 55, but it's like Bet David was saying. I think it was, no, Andy Frisella was saying. He's like, Trump's 86? Is he 80? How old's Trump? 70? He's like, even at that age, like we wouldn't hire a dude that age to be the CEO of any of the companies. How in the fuck are you gonna run? He's fully fucking cognizant, right? But how many years do you really have left? You're one emergency away from, and even fucking beyond that. How old's fucking Nancy Pelosi? That bitch, every time she gets on camera, she's fucking drunk. Fucking half of Congress couldn't pass a fucking. They can't drive. Local government would pull their fucking driver's licenses from them. How in the fuck are they going to run a country? Few of the founding fathers were in their 20s when they signed the Declaration. Yeah, how old, guys? Are you aware Macron? That's France, right? Macron? Are you aware that he is not the president of France anymore? How old is the dude they just fucking elected? Anybody have the answer to that? Nancy Pelosi clearly slurs. Yeah, because she's drunk all the time. Fucking constantly fucking drunk. Have a 20 by 40 building that was the coop that has a 20 by 40 run built on just nice 78. Why not build red flannel lumberjack Cordura Minuteman kit to blend in with gray man concept? Does the market not support it? But why? So you want to do...
They don't have Cordura in red and black.
Yeah, we don't have the Cordura, first of all. We could put flannel on the outside. It's not durable. Guys would cry baby when it gets snagged and such. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we have put other materials on the outside of rigs before. They just go back in when the sun goes. Got it. So the roosters put them away. Got it. Kevin, 46. Dude, I think he's much younger than 46. Press conference secretary on the other side of the spectrum and she is brain dead. Are you talking about? Are you talking about clown's fucking shoes up there? What's her name? Did you see Kamala Harris with Jumanji Jackson or whatever her name is? I'm going to the shooting range tomorrow morning, celebrate the 4th, 77 grain. I'm going to zero your rifle, better than 50. Right on, man. Yeah, the black lady. Yeah. What's that fucking Karine Jean-Pierre? Did have a hen hatch out 6 chick clutch, tall grass 2 weeks ago. Had them in a tractor, safety, 30 cat, nice. Yeah, isn't that chick? They're so fucking oppressed, but they're all married to white people. Have you heard the what's the House Plan 25 or whatever that all the Democrats are up in arms over? What's that? What am I hearing? The think tank? I can't remember what it's called. Something 25. You guys know what it is. Somebody will type it out here in a second. You guys build your business with your house attached. You mean the shop here? No. No, there's there's 6,000 square feet upstairs though. Grandpa ran a sawmill and logging company till 85. Sun up, sun down, 6 days a week. He could outwork 20-year-old men who worked for him. Some people are built different. Yes, yes. And when those 20-year-old men are 40, they'll be the same way. Imagine what they could do in their life if they would just do it when they were 20. Barfella, 28. Yeah, I heard 26. I heard the dude running in France right now that was just elected is 26. House Plan 25, yeah. So they're all up in arms. Brandel read those all off today. I don't see a problem with fucking any of them. They're like women's rights. Trump's like abortion should be a state issue. But it's going to ban the morning after pill. No, it's not. Do you know how much the morning after pill cost? You know you can get it for $12.73. How come the right is always so worried about the left wanting abortions? Let them fucking abort. Let the enemy abort their kids. Then your children don't have to contend with their bullshit in the future. Let them remove themselves from the gene pool. Project 25, that's what it is. France's new president is Marine Le Pen, and she is 55. No, we're talking about somebody else. We're talking about somebody else. I must be speaking about somebody else. How much would it cost if your children were just responsible for their actions? How much would it cost if your children were, well, I don't think we're talking about children. It's typically not fine, outstanding folks who are using that. And what do we care? We're not talking about our children. When was Macron out? Interweb says he's president till 27. Pretty sure they just had an emergency election that happened yesterday or the day before. Remember they did a preliminary and it did not go in their favor, So they had to call an emergency election. I believe that I started hearing that shit early this morning, I thought. LeBron, what's up, Angel? Told Amanda we should take the warning labels off everything. Yeah, let them use the curling iron in the bathtub.
Let them stick it up their ass.
Let them put it in their asshole. Yeah, they're rioting like crazy right now because the right fucking won. They lost all their You know who's burning down France right now? The same people that fucking burned down the United States when it doesn't go their way. Entitled little fucking rich fucking kids, the politicians' children. Yeah, let them thin their own herd. Why do we intervene? We do it to enforce something on them. Let them just fucking go. Yeah, you haven't heard about it because mainstream media is not reporting it. If you get on TikTok, you'll see the shit out of it. If you get on YouTube and Instagram Shorts, you'll see it being broadcast live. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here in just a minute. I'm building these LBVs a couple at a time. If you want one, send me an email. I'm doing them custom. Those are never going on the website to order. You have to send me an email. The day after pill is a cure for irresponsibility as a whole in society because people wanted to turn a blind eye. We finance single motherhood and laziness. At some point, we need to stop paying for it. Absolutely. If you're going to pay for it, pay for one. She shows up pregnant again, fucking she gets fixed. Why should somebody else pay for something that she's not going to? Arsonist is highly paid job. It must be, man. The same people fucking up the schools right now, where did that go? It's just not school riot season anymore, or are they still holding over the schools right now? Those same people they're arresting, you know that less than 20% of the people they arrested at those schools or profiled, less than 20% were students. You know who most of those people were? The same people they were arresting as Antifa 2 years earlier. It's the same actors. What kind of shot cord do you deploy in rifle slings? 1/4-inch bungee. There are a lot of differences when you buy bungee. Some bungee stretches more, some stretches less. It's a stretch per inch, how much weight it will hold. There's a lot to buying bungee. They sterilized the one nation when they came in for abortion. Why is it not good enough for everyone else on the government dollar? Yeah, I mean, that's what eugenics was. Look up eugenics. The Nazis praised the United States for the willingness to implement eugenics. You know what eugenics is called today? Look up Margaret Sanger. Look up eugenics. Planned Parenthood. The headquarters for Planned Parenthood. The charter painted on the wall, word for word, is the charter of eugenics. After World War II and after all the shit with the Nazis, eugenics had a bad taste in people's mouth in the United States. They rebranded it as Planned Parenthood. It was made to keep black families from having children. Who broke up all the black families? Who started the projects? Democrats did all that shit. They still do it. Joe Biden said they were super predators. School busing. He wanted to keep blacks and whites apart in school. That was Joe Biden. Every fucking bit of that. SOCNet General? I don't even know what that is. Is SOCNet still around? I haven't heard SOCNet in 20 years probably.
You talking about a video game?
No, SOCNet is an online forum. Yeah, and it needs to be enforced across the board, regardless color, nationally. Super predator. Yep, Biden. LG, the alphabet agency there is just modern eugenics. Let him get surgery. Yeah, let him get surgeries. What do we fucking care? But if you got a fucking penis, you don't get to compete against girls. If you still got your testicles, you don't get to. If you're ranked 460 in the men's competitive swimming, you don't. And then you go in and you beat the fucking best women in the world by fucking half a pool length. You don't get to compete anymore. You want to compete as a tranny? You compete in men or you compete with other trannies. Yeah, Corn Pop's a bad dude. You compete against girls, why can't others? What the fuck are you talking about? When geriatric Biden incarcerates geriatric Trump, I'm going to cry with you. Aaron, you're in the wrong place, man. Like, how did you even get here? Just go start your bullshit. So I don't even believe that you believe it. I believe that you're just a piece of shit looking to stir up fucking bullshit. I'm going to let you make a couple more comments, and then I'm going to block you, and we will never see you. Somebody look at this turd's page. I guarantee it was just fucking made again. Same dude that showed up last night, same fucking dialogue. People who believe a dude can be a woman. Yeah. I've been looking at what the hell happened to us, and almost all of my redneck research has told me it all started with civil rights. Yeah. What we used to call it when you had to hire a certain amount of other people? What was that called? Josh, I'm not talking to you, Josh. Yeah, the crazies that called Vietnam vets baby killers are killing babies, yeah. If you don't believe in the 2A rights, you shouldn't celebrate the 4th. Yeah. Affirmative action. Yeah, you're just seeing modern day affirmative action. Fat dudes who can't be good dudes that are fat and have titties so they pretend to be women. Angry ass fucking grumpy fat chicks that fucking no man wants so they pretend to be lesbians. How about just be a better bitch? Colin Noir just did a great piece on 2A. Nice. Go back to eugenics. What was I saying? Eugenics is Planned Parenthood. They rebranded it. After the Nazis and everything that happened in the camps, the United States had a bad taste in its mouth over eugenics. Hitler praised the United States over eugenics. Margaret Sanger, look up her name, Margaret Sanger. The charter in the headquarters of Planned Parenthood, painted on the wall, word for word, is the same charter as eugenics. They rebranded it as Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood was designed, it was set up to break up fucking low income and black families. The Democrats are the ones that started the projects. How come? They tell a woman they will just pay her no matter how many kids she has, but the man can't be at the fucking project in the household. They make the man the bad guy. When they assign child support and he can't pay it or won't pay it, they put him in jail, and they now have another slave in the prison slave system. That's the Democrats. There were blacks practicing it. Of course there were. Not even 1 to 10, though. There's blacks fucking doing the same shit they were doing now. That doesn't mean shit. Yeah, civil rights through the Fed, because the black Americans were showing how successful they could be. How to destroy a business 101. By what I'm saying, Jordan? Is that what you're saying? Oh, go ahead and try to destroy my business. You can't fucking destroy my business. I don't have anybody to answer to.
You can take any screen clip of anything I said. As a matter of fact, I challenge you and welcome it. I don't know if that's what you meant when you said that, but if it is, make your video. I'll even share it on my own channels. I welcome any of that controversy. Bill Gates, eugenics, and vaccines. Yeah. India said Bill Gates Foundation gave 500,000 Indians polio, active fucking polio, through his polio vaccine. Talking about DE, I got it. Yeah, how's that going for Tractor Supply? Lost $200 million in revenue through the stock market in a fucking 1 week period. You know what they didn't do, though? They didn't remove the CEO of the company. The CEO of the company lives in Franklin, Tennessee, and there is video of him at Drag Queen Story Hour with young children. Yeah, Tuskegee experiment. They let them motherfuckers go for another 20 years and didn't tell them they had syphilis. How about the radioactive particles that were fired with air cannons into the projects? I want to say that was in Chicago from the Freemason building. And when it got busted out, they moved everybody out of those buildings, they demoed those buildings, and they hauled away all of the debris in like a 30-day period. All of those towers. Lyndon Johnson started welfare after Kennedy assassination. Yep, serious question. Do you think the boards are shooting the stocks? Do you think the boards are shooting the stocks? Do DEI shit? Oh, manipulating their stock market so that they can sell or buy? That's a good question. The Waltons did that, didn't they? And then they sold off like fucking... Same thing Amazon did, too. Yeah, Black Wall Street. The first time the United States used bombs on U.S. citizens. Yeah, I think people are done with this shit. You're seeing it all over the world. People are done with the fucking climate agenda. They are done with this bullshit. They'll keep telling you they're doing it, and they'll keep trying to fucking pick it away piece by piece. But people around the world are uprising. They are done with this shit. Yeah, and prisoners, absolutely there is. Look up just type in medical experimentation into YouTube. You'll find fucking hundreds of videos on the shit that they were doing in asylums and stuff. Timcast, I am announcing new rules for the skate park. Rule number 1, no pedophiles. Yeah, man. And the mainstream media is spinning that as though Tim Pool bought that and then kicked the skate kids out. No, he kicked out a couple of liberal wackos. He actually, didn't he say he just put $50,000 into the skate park? Radioactive particles shot into the projects. FBI, look it up. How about 2006? United States Navy releases live active pneumonia spores over the San Francisco Bay Area to test transmission from A6 intruders. Sounds fucking absolutely crazy, doesn't it? So when are you going to see organized rebellion in our country at some point? I don't know. We're too comfortable. Anytime they talk about dudes that stood up, it was always they fucking killed, they burnt the out. It was only once it was too late did anybody rebel. All of the fucking people through history that we tout and talk about, it's only after they took everything from them that they did anything. As long as you got, that's why they won't shut when you see the internet go off, when you see motherfuckers power, you know when people riot in the ghettos? When it's hot. When it's hot and the power goes off. That's when you see fucking cities catch on fire and you see civil unrest. That's why they keep the power on. Do you know all that fucking civil unrest, all that crime? You know, the crime rates all went down when they introduced video games. The FBI crime statistics said video games was the big catalyst when all the mass killings all stopped. Sonoma, California, they're trying to make it illegal to own private farms because of, yeah, they're doing it everywhere. They just tried to turn the water off to 500,000 acres in Idaho where they grow all the potatoes, or a large portion of them. They have turned water rights off to farming in California, Washington, Oregon, Colorado. They've just done that to a bunch of people, and it's even happened in Texas. Keep us occupied. Yeah, look up who owns look who owns UFC. Look into that. It ain't Dana White. Look at who owns the UFC. Pull that thread. There's your bread and circuses right there. No, Dana is not the owner of UFC. So fucking the three people that own it, their father was a terrorist, an Israeli terrorist. Just look it up, you'll find it. I'm not calling him a terrorist. Israel called him a terrorist. Yeah, just like Caesar will give them. Same with the the Super Bowl scripted, right? You guys have heard that? Have you seen that Putin is releasing saying they've rescued a bunch of children in Ukraine that were being harvested for adrenochrome? Okay, check this out.
Have you ever wondered who owns the UFC? You better buckle up for this. I'm just going to read very mainstream sources, and I'm going to let you fill in the blanks. And don't worry, it won't be hard to do. So in case we're not clear, we're talking about the UFC, the biggest mixed martial arts fighting promotion in the world. They're owned by TKO Group Holdings. Have you ever wondered who owns the UFC? You better buckle up for this. Pediatrician who was in the Irgun, a Zionist paramilitary group that operated in mandatory Palestine during the 30s and 40s. And just to clarify, paramilitary group means terrorist organization. And just to clarify, that is not my definition or Hamas's definition or Palestinians' definitions. That is literally the Israeli government's definition. In 1948, they outlawed the Irgun and Lehi groups, declaring them terrorist organizations. Basically, everyone inside and outside of Jewish worlds called them terrorists.
Cancel this clothing company. You can find the video. Cancel this clothing company is the name of the channel. It is on Instagram. If you want to watch the video, it is several minutes long.
Pretty wild.
Essential and not essential. I mean, all of your elites, Bill Gates and them, all of your Nancy Pelosi, they call you useless eaters. They literally view you as cockroaches. Look at Hillary Clinton. They wear robes and costumes and shit. You ever see Snowpiercer? They're at the front of the train. They think you're at the back. You will eat the bugs. You will live in a pod. You will own nothing. You will be happy. Klaus Schwab, Hillary Clinton. They wear costumes. They think that they are your emperors. Think about how many people took the shot and are now dying. Do you think that was maybe on purpose? How many people took the shot and are now sterile? What happened with my texting phone number? We changed servers. We changed services. Ukraine, bad guy. Russia, bad guy. What do we care? They should get $1. No, we shouldn't give them any money. And not a single drop of U.S. blood should be shed over it. Zelensky, IRS should go over and audit Ukraine. All that money that's going over there, your politicians stole most of it. And then Zelensky just bought a boat, a ship, a yacht made by Bentley. He owns 3 fucking $11 million, $8 million to $11 mansions in the United States. You know, he has U.S. citizenship. He has Secret Service protection. Zelensky does. Never took the shot. I know people that did. That was health problem. Yeah, a lot of them do, man. Some of them don't. Yeah, their own cultists. There are hundreds of videos. There's compilations of hundreds of mainstream media newscasters saying this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. We need to re-educate them. We need to execute them. Remember all that shit? There's hundreds of them in compilations where they said it and then died while broadcasting. Literally died in front of everyone. Yeah, you know what this Project 2025, if Trump gets reelected, how they're going to bring everything back to the constitutional basis and fix the government. You know what the liberals are up in arms over? It said immediately dissolve the Board of Education. It said rein in the EPA. It said shrink the FDA. All sounds pretty good to me. Need to be contended with. Yeah, you're right. Voted them out. They need to be fucking tarred and feathered. That's why this is so crazy, right? That's why they are grasping at straws and doing everything they can. They know that some of their lives are over if the power changes. The pendulum is going to swing back, but the pendulum is much lower. It is going to cut some heads off. Yeah, you should homeschool your kids. You should take care of your kids' education, not fucking rely on somebody else who hates your way of life. But they are going after that. They are very much attacking your ability to own your children. They say they own your children. Mass formation, psychosis, voters. All right, guys, listen, I'm out of here. Listen, I have a link in all of my video descriptions, including this one when it's over. There's a link to Amazon. If you click that, anything you order on the next 24 hours, it gives us a percentage of your order. If you like what I do and you would like to help support us in some manner and you use Amazon, anytime you're going to buy something on Amazon, if you click any of my links, it'll download a cookie and we'll get a small percentage of your order. We won't know what you ordered or who ordered it. If you use Redcon 1, I use their protein powders. I use MRE Light. I use their pre-workouts. If you use code SOE, it gives you 25% off your order by using, when you buy at Redcon 1, code SOE gear. If you like an EMP shield, if you use code SOE, it'll give you $50 off your EMP shield order. Premier Body Armor, if you want armor, carriers, inserts, any of that stuff, code SOE will get you 10% off your order at Premier Body Armor. I've got a bunch of others. If you're interested, look at my affiliate links. If you want a Harvest Right freeze dryer, if you want a Kangen water machine, which hydrogenizes your water, structures your water, I have links, affiliate links for all of those things. Guys, I do this video every night at 9 o'clock. I generally make a video at 4:30 also. Make sure you follow my Instagram. If you want to be able to communicate with me, unfortunately, years and years ago, YouTube removed the direct message feature. If you want to talk to us, you can do so through Instagram. or Facebook Messenger. Yeah, Premier Armor makes inserts that go inside my small micro chest rigs, as well as my FUPA fanny packs. Democrats are telling they know Gavin Newsom cheering to get back in office. He can't win. The Democrats can't even take Biden off of the ballot in many states. He's already on the ballot. They've already done their preliminary. They can't fucking change it. Guys, we're going to have a party here July 13th. Everybody's welcome. You're welcome to come out, bring in all of your friends. We'll have food, a bunch of guns, we'll have entertainment, vendors. Everybody will be here. If you are a vendor and you would like to set up, make sure you get a hold of me ahead of time. There is no fee for that. October 5th, right around, I think it's October 5th. Self-Reliance Festival, our 8th event. We are capping the tickets at 1,000 this time. There will only be 1,000 that can come. So make sure you get your tickets. They are on pre-sale right now. And this is going to be the biggest event. It's going to be the best one we've had so far. That is in October. We have an Instagram page. There's a TikTok. There's a YouTube. Selfreliancefestival.com is the website. Make sure you get your tickets now. Josh, thanks for posting the links. Wet and Dirty Outdoors. What's up, dude? Help get. No, we don't really get ready for the party, man. It's not super organized. It's very laid back. Wouldn't you say?
No.
You would not say that?
No, because I'm going to have to do the same thing for the party that I do for SRF.
Clean up your messes.
None of this is my mess.
It's all your mess. Good night, guys.